Hey guys, today's May 14th. Today I've been working on a percussion track. Can't really say why, but you know. So yeah, I've been writing a lot of percussion today. It's going good, you know, as you do. Yeah, so the track's sounding good to me. Skype again. Should remember to close that down before I start recording, really. Yeah, so I've been writing a lot of percussion today. Feeling very rhythmic. I managed to. I actually demoed a lot of the lines that I was writing with the samples on this thing. Yeah, so that that was good to have that laying about. That's one thing when you're writing your music. If you've got anything laying about, I mean, if you're like me and you work with samples, you work with samples. If you have if you have normal instruments laying around that you can work with, you'll find yourself writing more specifically for that instrument. So today I was writing percussion, and so when I write percussion, I'm obviously working at my MIDI keyboard. Right there it is. So normally I'm working on that, and that's obviously you wouldn't play percussion like this. That's not how you play percussion. So the lines you write can end up sounding very keyboardy. But if you've got something like a drum, I mean, this is a darbuka. If you're playing like that is different than playing like that. So and you can do things like you can do like weird things with percussion. But if you actually have some percussion or a drum kit or whatever it is you're writing for, if you have some the real version laying about, you'll find that the lines you write are more natural. And you see, when I'm actually writing music, because I'm using samples, my aim is never to make them sound real. It's to make them sound good, so I can get away with doing things that you couldn't play on a real instrument. But if it sounds good, that's fine. You can get away with doing that, so long as you're not writing the music to be played by live players. In that case, you need to write everything right. But if the music you're writing is the track, the ending, that's the final product, you can break as many rules as you want. Having a keyboard player playing 15 notes at a time. You couldn't do that by yourself in real life, but you can do it on a keyboard. So that there's you can do it when you're programming notes in, and if it sounds good, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Or having a guitar playing 4 power chords at the same time. You couldn't do that on a real guitar, but you can do it on a computer. So if it sounds good, do it. Forgot what I was saying there. Percussion. Something about percussion. I don't know. Yeah. So write on the actual instruments. Even if it's just playing and figuring things out, get the idea in your head first. Like I was talking yesterday. Sorry if I mind fucked any of you yesterday. That was I had to get that off of my mind. But yeah. So yeah, when you're writing a track, if you're onto like the percussion part, find some percussion instruments and then work your lines out on the actual instrument first. Because it's easier to get ideas going in the right direction if you've got the actual an actual version of that instrument. So if I'm writing a guitar line, the voicings you get on a guitar are very different to what you would normally play on a keyboard. So if you want your guitar parts to sound like guitar parts as opposed to keyboard parts, play it on a guitar first and then then enter that information on a keyboard. It's hard to explain what I mean, but it's but yeah, if you kind of take that advice, like when you hold a chord on a guitar, it's very open. If you were to play the exact same notes on a keyboard, it would be very open. So yeah. And it also helps you also play a guitar differently than you would play a keyboard. Like the style, like for example, you wouldn't play a piano style line on a guitar. So if you're writing a guitar part and you've got a guitar, your lines will sound more authentic guitar, even though it's a fake guitar. That's a bit of a ramble, but I think you're kind of getting the point that I'm dancing around. Yeah, today I was working on percussion, like I say. Sounds a bit like this. sound good, and then I've got like a really weird. This last section here is it's like found sound, like metal, you know, like lots of metal being hit with things, and then I play a nice dirty kind of rhythm with it. So that's a nice, you know, crunchy metallic sound. Just there's one thing you should remember when you're writing music is that any sound can be used musically. Like that is almost the basis of the way I write music, is that any sound can be musical if used in the correct context. Like this film I'm about to do, the theme I have in mind. So the way I'm kind of approaching the track, you know, the actual music. I've attached one word, and one phrase, and that's tortured voices. That isn't the name of the film, and that's got nothing to do with the actual like content of the film. That's just that's the phrase that sums up the way I'm approaching the music. And by tortured voices, like I said in a previous blog, it's I want to use the human voice in a very unusual sense to be the main part of the music. So tortured voice, if you think of things like a really painful scream, if you think about the actual quality, the sonic quality of a scream, someone's going ah, you've got that at the beginning when the air's coming out, you've got the actual held note of a ah, you've got all, and then it's just got a kind of, there's almost a kind of tension built into the human voice. It's just inherent. It's just there. So if you hear someone scream, it's got you can really hear the tension of the vocal cords. You can hear like the kind of, it's hard to describe. You can feel the force of a scream, and if you take that that sonic information and you put it into a computer, you can take bits out of it. You can manipulate it. You can do all sorts with it, and you can create some really musical things with unusual things. I mean, if I was to just sit here and go bang, you could turn that bang into something useful. So when you're writing music, don't be afraid to find a sound. If there's a sound you've got in mind and you think, oh, that would be like hitting a skip with a baseball bat, you know what I mean? Go out and record it if you've got the means to. Go out and record it and then bring it in and make it sound good. I mean, so yeah. Like that track there is basically lots of metal. It's just metal that's been hit with things, and that's another thing. When you layer sounds like that with normal instruments, you get a kind of you get a fuller sound as well. So again, don't be afraid to do that. If you've got a found sound like glasses banging together, if you layer that with a kick drum at the same time, your brain will hear it as one unified sound. So try combinations of things and stuff. Yeah, I'm a bit rambly today, I apologise. I didn't have much forethought on what I was going to talk about today, because I think I shat all my brains out on the video yesterday. So but yeah, it's I'm getting there. I'm moving on to tomorrow. I'm getting on to actually over the weekend I'll be busy, and then next week I'll be doing another advert, I think, starting a film, doing some demos for people, and yeah, so I'm pretty busy next week, so hopefully I'll have more to talk about. Also, keep an eye on the blog, because very, very soon, because thanks to all the people that have donated, by the way, because of donations I'm able to afford it's basically a handheld recorder. So soon I will be doing a live show, a live stream of me composing, if anybody's interested in seeing that. So you'll actually be able to join in a chat room and watch me compose while I'm composing, and you'll be able to ask questions while I'm working. So keep an eye out for that. Let me know if you're interested in it. So enjoy your weekend. I hope to catch up with you on Monday. Like I say, leave me loads of comments, and thanks for watching. I will see you Monday.